An airline captain was breaking in a very pretty new blonde stewardess. The route they were flying had a stayover in another city. So, upon their arrival, the captain showed the stewardess the best place for airline personnel to eat, shop, and stay overnight. The next morning, as the pilot was preparing the crew for the day's route, he noticed the new stewardess was missing. He knew which room she was in at the hotel and called her up wondering what happened to her. She answered the phone sobbing and said she couldn't get out of the room. "You can't get out of the room?" the captain asked. "Why not?" The stewardess replied, "There are only 3 doors in here," she cried. "One is the bathroom, one is the closet, and one has a sign on it that says, 'Do not disturb.'" There was once a man who was in a bar, terribly drunk. The bartender noticed this, and when he asked for another beer, the bartender politely told him that he was too drunk to be served another drink. The man leaves. He walks in the side door and asks the bartender for a beer. A little frustrated, the bartender repeats the answer he said before. The man leaves. He then comes in the other side door, walks to the bartender and asks for a beer. The bartender is annoyed and tells the man he is too drunk and to get a ride home and leave the bar. He leaves. He then comes in the back door. Before he can say a word, the bartender explodes at him. "I told you already, you are way too drunk. You cannot have another beer. Get out of my bar." Disgruntled, the man looks at the bartender and asks, "Man, how many bars do you work at? Why don't elephants use cell phones?" So the rest of the world won't know their plans. It is often cited that there are half as many divorces as marriages in the US. So one concludes that average marriages have a 50% chance of ending by divorce. While I was a graduate student, among my peers there were twice as many divorces as marriages, leading us to conclude that average marriages would end twice. Why did God create Adam before he created Eve? Because he didn't want anyone telling him how to make Adam.